Hello everyone, Vinaya Tempe here. Today we are doing tenses. In tenses, I have taken today affirmative sentences. I am going to make a series of tenses. This is part 1 of that series. There will be total 5 parts and I hope every one of you will enjoy also and will learn also a lot about tenses. Almost 100% everything about tenses you can learn from this series. So please keep watching. Watch all the 5 videos which I am keeping in this series. I have already made a playlist for this series. In that 5 videos I am uploading one by one. So let us begin today. This is part 1 of the series tenses. Today I am taking affirmative sentences and I have taken verb as write. Write is a verb which I have taken. Write, wrote, written. Write is V1, wrote is V2, written is V3. Write V1 means the main verb. Wrote V2 means the past tense of that verb. Written V3 means the past participle of the verb. So let us begin. There are 3 main tenses in English which you all know. Present tense, past tense and future tense. Each tense has 4 kinds. That also I hope you know. The 4 kinds are simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. Let us begin with the first tense which I have written on board. Name is simple present tense. Simple present tense. Sentence is I write. I write. Second sentence, he writes. He writes. Whenever you want to tell something which is usual habit, which is habitual action or which you do every day or once in a week, once in a month, once in a year but regularly and which is a universal truth. Out of all these things when you want to talk about, then you make a sentence in this tense. What is the construction? Subject plus main verb V1. That is the construction of that sentence. I write and second is he writes. When the subject is he or she or it, then you write s or es to the verb. He, she, it, then s or es is added to the verb. So, I write. I, we, they and you, we say write. If it is he, she or it will write, writes. Okay, this is about the first tense. Let us move to the next tense in present tense. The second tense is present continuous tense. Present continuous tense. Sentences are I am writing, he is writing, they are writing. All other things remain the same, only am, is and are. When to use, that is important. When the subject is I, of course it is am. When the subject is he or she or it, then it is. And when the subject is they or we or you, then it is are. So, the construction is subject plus am or is or are plus verb and ing is added to that verb. So, it becomes I am writing, he is writing, they are writing. When to use this tense? When we want to talk about any action which is going on at this particular time. That time we use this tense and we make sentence in this construction. Let us move to the third tense. The name is present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. Examples: I have written, he has written. I have written and he has written. Again the change is have and has. When to use have? When the subjects are I, they, we or you, and when the subjects are he, she and it, we use has. So, I have written and he has written. Construction: subject plus has or have plus the third form of the verb, that is the past participle of the verb. When to use this tense now? When the action is over just now but in present. Action is over just some time before in present. Then we use this tense. Let us move to the fourth tense, and the name of that tense is present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense. The example is I have been writing, he has been writing. I have been writing, he has been writing. Again the same thing over here. Have when the subject is I, they, we and you, and when the subject is he or she or it, then we have to take has. Construction of this tense is subject plus has or have plus been plus verb plus ing. The meaning of this tense or when to use this tense: when any action is going on for a longer period of time in present. That time we use this tense. So this is about 4 kinds of present tense. Now let us move to past tense. Again same 4 kinds are there. First one is simple past tense. Simple past tense. Example, I wrote. I wrote. Construction, subject plus past tense of the verb. Subject plus V2. So here I have written I wrote. Again only one example I have written because there is no change according to subject. Whichever is the noun or pronoun you are using, the verb should be wrote. The meaning or when to use this tense: when any action is completed in the past. That time we use this tense. I wrote. Let us move to the second tense of past. The name is past continuous tense. Past continuous tense. And the examples are I was writing, I was writing, they were writing, they were writing. Now again was or were. When to use was: when the subject is singular, then was. When the subject is plural, then were. So for I, he, she and it we use was. For they, we and you we use were. I was writing, they were writing. When to use this tense now? When any action we want to tell that was going on in the past at a particular time. The action was going on in the past at a particular time. That time we use this tense. Let us move to the third tense of past. The name of that tense is past perfect tense. Past perfect tense. Example is I had written. I had written. What is the construction? Subject plus had plus V3. Past participle of the verb. Now again this had is a past tense of has and have, and there is no other form of this verb. So whichever is the noun or pronoun, we take only had. I had written. And when to use this tense? When we want to tell that the action was over in the past by a particular time. That time we use this tense. Let us move to the fourth kind of past tense. Name of that kind is past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense. Example, I had been writing. I had been writing. Construction, subject plus had plus been plus verb plus ing. Again HAD had, past tense of has and have, and is used for all nouns and pronouns. There is no change in that. When to use this tense? When any action is or was going on for a longer period of time in the past. When the action was going on for a longer period of time in the past, we use this tense. This is about past tense. All 4 kinds are over. Now let us move to third main tense, that is future tense. The first kind of future tense is simple future tense. Simple future tense. Let us see the example. I will write. I will write. Construction, Subject plus shall or will plus write, that is the main verb, V1. Now shall we can use when the subject is I or we. When the subject is I or we also can use shall. We can use will or we can use shall. This same sentence we can say, I shall write, since the subject is I. Shall only for I and we, but will is used for all nouns and all pronouns, including I and we. When to use this tense? Just when we want to talk that something will be done in future. That time we use this tense. Let us move to the second kind of future tense, and the name of that kind is future continuous tense. Future continuous tense. Example, I will be writing. I will be writing. Same thing what I have told here. Instead of will, we can say I shall be writing. I shall be writing. Why? Because for I and we as a subject, we can also use shall. Shall or will, anything is okay for I and we. For all other remaining pronouns, we can use only will. So, will is used for all the nouns and pronouns. Shall is used only for I and we. But will is also used, of course. I will be writing or I shall be writing, meaning or when to use this tense, when any action is going on at that particular time in future, then we use this tense. Let us move to the third kind of future tense. The name of that kind is future perfect tense. Future perfect tense, and let us see the example now. I will have written. I will have written. Same as I have told for these two tenses earlier. I will have written. We also can say I shall have written. Why shall? Because we can use shall for I and we. We can use will or we can use shall. Will is used for all nouns and pronouns. Shall is used only for I and we. Now what is the construction? Subject plus shall or will plus have plus PP. PP, that is past participle of the verb, third form of the verb V3. I will have written, I shall have written. When to use this tense now? When the action we want to say that the action will be over in future by a particular time. Action will be over in future by a particular time. When we want to say something about that, then we use this tense. We make the sentence in this construction. And now the fourth kind of future tense, and the name of that tense is future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense. Let us see the example. I will have been writing. I will have been writing. Construction, subject plus shall or will plus have plus been plus verb plus ing. That is the construction. Again the same thing I am repeating. When I or we are the subjects, we can take will or we can take shall also. So we can say this sentence as I shall have been writing. We shall have been writing. Will is used for all nouns and pronouns including I and we. Shall is used only for I and we. Now when to use this tense? When any action we want to say that will be going on for a longer period of time. For a longer period of time, any action going on in future, then we say that sentence in this tense. We make the sentence in this construction. This is all about all the 12 tenses, affirmative sentences, write as the verb. I hope it is very clear to you, and please watch my full series, part 1 to part 5. Today we have seen part 1. Thank you very much for watching this video today, and bye.